Sky All-Star Angel Reese boarded a private jet, my goodness, for a postseason trip hours after missing Chicago's 91-86 season finale loss to the Liberty on Thursday night, as seen in a video on her TikTok page. Reese, who missed the Sky's final 3 games of the season due to a lingering back injury, in quotes, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team.
The WNBA just got a plot twist no one saw coming. Angel Reese, supposedly sidelined with an injury, surprised everyone by breaking into a dance routine like she's auditioning for Dancing with Stars. Fans are stunned, teammates are baffled, and the league isn't sure if it's witnessing rehab or rehearsal. Naturally, the Caitlin Clark comparisons are flying, because when you're injured, a full-blown TikTok performance is the last thing anyone expects. Let's break down the circus.
What's your whole thoughts on this Angel Reese situation, calling out her teammates, team suspending her, and now there's potential rumors that she may get traded?
Her expressing that the team needs to get better. What main players never said that? We need to get good players, and we need to go get great players. That is normal. And the fact that you are open to listen to trades, your team is done. That woman would not want to be there no more. And I can tell you right now, the other center that is friends with her, she's going to want to out.
Angel Reese just unlocked a new level of sports comedy. The too hurt to hoop, but not too hurt to dance on TikTok routine. Forget game film, strategy, or rehab. Apparently, recovery now involves viral dance moves. While she sits out games citing injury, she's bending, twisting, and throwing it back for the camera. The WNBA is stunned. Fans are frustrated, and the Chicago Sky look like they've been punked in front of the whole country. If this is rehab, it's got more rhythm than rest.
Well, and we all know she wants the hell out of Chicago, I guess, after drowning her teammates publicly. It's weird. You want out, but you're the one that actually did it. Maybe she did it to find her way out of town. Maybe that was the master plan. But this hurt back is been, of course, under some scrutiny. Some people have questioned the hurt back as to maybe the back just not that hurt at all. She just didn't want to play. She tapped out. She quit. However you want to word it.
Here's the setup. The Chicago Sky season winds down, and Angel Reese skips the final game. The official reason? A lingering back injury, the kind that supposedly keeps you from sprinting, boxing out, or battling in the paint. Fans shrugged. Coaches accepted it, and everyone figured she'd be on the sidelines in sweats, nursing her back and sipping water. But hours later, Angel drops a TikTok from a plane, dancing, bending, and suddenly looking flexible enough to audition for Cirque du Soleil. So much for rest and recovery.
There are two. There is Angel Reese Jr., the pretend basketball player, and there is Angel Reese Sr., better known as Mama Reese, the professional clapping back with haters. There is no denying the fact that Angel Reese on the court is a stat machine. Fantasy nerds like Mina Kimes, people who live in the world of make-believe, they love Angel Reese.
Naturally, the internet exploded. Fans into side-eye Angel Reese. They tore her apart. Labels like selfish, fake, and drama queen flew around. Some dubbed her the brick queen for her shooting slumps, while others suggested she quit basketball to become a full-time TikTok star. Comedians piled on, joking Subway should hire her since laying bricks. Missed shots has always been her specialty. The backlash was savage and relentless.
And second, she already threatened to leave, and in that same interview, she basically put the team on notice because she said, I quote, "I'd like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously I might have to make a move in a different direction and do what's best for me." That's not a hint. That's a warning shot. She told the front office straight up, build a winning team or I'm out. I'm out. And when you put that statement next to her refusing to play, it looks like she's escalating. And the interview was step one. This walkout, this is step two. A power play to make things so messy that they have no choice but to trade her. And finally, just look at the injury story itself.
Just look at the injury story itself. Angel pretty much set herself up for this. You can't claim you're too hurt to play, then turn around and show off dance moves like you're shooting a music video. That's not just bad optics. It's a masterclass in destroying your own credibility. And honestly, it's not even surprising if you followed her career. Angel Reese has been surrounded by drama since day one. From transferring out of Maryland because teammates didn't vibe with her, to stirring up non-stop public feuds at LSU, to publicly blasting her own team when things didn't go her way. It's the same playbook every time, but it's not just embarrassing for Angel. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark takes elbows, body checks, and shoves that will make hockey players jealous, and still shows up the next night ready to play. No breaks, no excuses, no dance videos from the bench. She gets folded in half on live TV and comes back like nothing happened. That's real grit.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here, y'all. This is crazy. This is wild. This thing took a left turn out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I have not, bro. This is supposed to be a professional league. Angel Reese, you telling me you refuse to go in the game for the Chicago Sky because they suspended you for 1 half? This is crazy, y'all.
Fans see that and think, yeah, that's a competitor. But when they see Angel Reese skipping games while dancing on TikTok, they see a clown show. Here's where it gets painful for Angel. Her defenders always shout about her youth talent and upside, but Caitlin Clark's young too. So is Aaliyah Boston. Almost the entire Fever roster is young. Youth isn't an excuse for immaturity. It's a test. Some rise. Others crumble under the pressure of building their brand. Right now, Angel's priority looks more like chasing clout than chasing rebounds. Think about it. Caitlin Clark could go 0 for 15 and fans would still respect her because she's clearly giving everything. Now imagine being Angel's teammates. You're out there getting smoked by the Liberty, dragging your sore bodies up and down the court. Then later, you open your phone and see your star forward dancing like she just won the lottery. You'd roll your eyes so hard they might get stuck. How do you trust someone like that? How do you give your all for a teammate who clearly isn't giving hers? Even the fans are exhausted, and the GM sounds like he's already over it.
Itself, yeah, the back injury is real and documented, but the coach says she reported the pain before the game. So if she was hurt enough to maybe not play at all, why was the plan all along for her to play the second half? Why wasn't she on the injury report to begin with? The story don't add up. The fact that the injury was announced right when her suspension ended is what nobody can get over. And it feels like a flare-up and more like a convenient excuse. And this is just wild to me. So what do you think? Was this a real injury with the worst timing ever? Or was this a calculated move by a superstar who's fed up in one side?
Angel Reese looks like she doesn't even want to be in Chicago. She's publicly trashed the team, floated rumors about wanting out, and now she's playing the injury but not really card, like she's orchestrating her own exit. Maybe that was a plan all along. Play just enough to grab attention, then stir up drama until a trade falls into her lap. But here's the problem. Other teams are watching and asking, do we really want that headache in our locker room? Talent is one thing. Drama is another. Where's the commissioner stepping in to say, you can't sit out injured and then post full-body dance workouts on TikTok? The truth is, the league actually thrives on drama. Angel Reese drives engagement, trends, and gets people talking. In a league still fighting for mainstream relevance, that's pure gold. So instead of holding her accountable, they quietly encourage it. But here's the danger. Attention without production has a shelf life. Fans get tired of gimmicks and start demanding real results. When those results don't come, the attention turns sour fast. That's how you end up remembered as more of a sideshow than a star.
Angel Reese was suspended for the first half of today's game versus the Las Vegas Aces. She told them, I don't care if y'all suspend me, I ain't playing anyway. My back hurt. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy work, Angel. That's crazy work, Angel. I cannot believe she just pulled the wool over their eyes like this. They thought that they was punishing her. And the whole time she knew, y'all can't punish me. I'ma say my back hurt. I'm not gonna play anyway. This season is over.
Let's zoom out. Angel Reese isn't talentless. Far from it. She's tall, athletic, and a rebounding machine when focused. She has all the tools to be dominant, but talent without discipline is wasted. At the pro level, everyone is talented. The real difference is professionalism. Right now, Angel is spectacularly failing that test. Instead of using the offseason to rehab and improve, she's busy building her brand with TikTok dances. Instead of proving doubters wrong on the court, she's giving them ammo on social media. It's self-sabotage disguised as self-promotion, and the internet? It had a field day. Fans roasted her as a TikTok influencer, not a basketball player. She doesn't need to go viral. She's viral because of her game. Every time she steps on the court, ticket sales rise, viewership climbs, and highlights flood social media. She's building the WNBA by playing, not by trending. That's why the "she's no Caitlin Clark" line hurts. It's true. Caitlin doesn't need TikTok. She just plays. Angel? The only time she makes waves is when she's causing a storm off the court.
Here we go. Okay. So let me stop this. This is Angel right there. This is the friend in the back. And Angel's doing all kinds of hunching and whatever. Got her back in the air, dancing around. Yeah, I've got the... Okay, there's some more dancing. I've got it muted because I don't want to get a copyright on some bullshit song. But there she is, just hours after missing said game with a, quote, bad back.
It's like night and day. One player earns respect even in defeat because she competes with everything she's got. The other gets mocked even in victory because the drama drowns out the box score. That's not just a bad look. It's career suicide. The sad part? Angel Reese doesn't seem to realize how much damage she's doing to her own reputation. Every time she chooses clout over commitment, she chips away at the respect she could be building. Fans aren't blind. They see the difference between an athlete who truly loves a game and one who loves the attention. The internet never forgets, and this moment will stick to Angel like glue. The bigger picture? This is why people struggle to take the league seriously. When accountability is optional and professionalism negotiable, the whole league looks unserious. And that's unfair to the players who grind every night. Players who don't have Angel's spotlight, but give everything for their teams. Players who don't get to skip games and still keep their brand intact. They deserve better.
Featuring Angel Reese, my favorite person to talk about other than Caitlin Clark. Let's start with, can we pull up the quote that she gave to the Chicago Tribune that started all this mess? I've been telling you all that Angel Reese wants out of Chicago. She's a front runner. She's going to, I said this very early in this season, she's going to be looking to exit the Chicago Sky. The going has gotten tough. And when the going gets tough, Angel Reese gets going, just ask Maryland.
Here's the funny thing. Angel Reese probably thinks she's controlling the narrative. In her mind, posting that TikTok was a power move, a flex saying, "Look at me, I'm fine. You can't keep me down." But that's not how it landed. Fans saw a player more invested in her phone camera than in her team. It didn't scream strength. It screamed tone deaf. It said, "I care more about going viral than winning." Fans aren't dumb. They can tell when priorities are off. They look at Caitlin Clark, who's taken more hits than an NFL receiver, yet still suits up every night. She's not a bench warmer or a role player barely hanging on. She's a legitimate rebounding force with size, athleticism, and natural talent to dominate the paint. But Angel, instead of building on her gifts, she's sabotaging herself and handing critics ammunition on a silver platter. Once fans lose respect, it's almost impossible to get it back. And that's the harsh reality she's facing right now.
Yo, when are we gonna, get this girl Angel Reese out the league? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not, I'm all for women, but she is ass. It's bad, my nigga. It's bad. Bro, there's no way you're this bad. There's literally no way. What they saw in you that they turned you to a W? What the Angel?
This isn't just one mistake. It's a pattern. At Maryland, teammates couldn't stand her attitude. At LSU, drama followed her like glitter you can't sweep up. Now in Chicago, she's already been benched for being detrimental. That word says it all. Most rookies fight to prove they belong. Angel fought to prove she could be a distraction faster than anyone else. She doesn't realize she's becoming the WNBA's reality TV star. People aren't tuning in for a game. They're tuning in for the train wreck. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is quietly shining in Angel's shadow. Every bad move Angel makes just highlights Caitlin's professionalism. Caitlin doesn't have to say a word. Angel's TikTok clip is immortalized. Every time Angel claims she's hurt, someone will pull it up. Every defense she makes will be met with, "Remember when you were too hurt to play but danced like you were starring in a Drake video?" That kind of thing sticks with you forever. It's not just a bad look. It's a permanent stain on her reputation.
36, and Angel Reese basically said, hey, look, we can't count on her next year. At her age, coming off that injury, we need someone younger who's ready to win right now, something like that. She just drove a bus over this Vandersloot. Well, people in Chicago, her teammates, read the quote, saw the newspaper article, and were very upset. And they had a meeting yesterday where Angel Reese had to apologize and start backpedaling. And then I think this is from Front Office Sports reporting about Angel Reese and the reaction and the fallout in Chicago.
What makes it worse is the timing. Chicago didn't just lose games, they lost faith. The final stretch of the season is when players show what they're made of. It's when they gut it out, fight through pain, and leave everything on the floor. That's how you earn respect in the league. Angel chose the opposite, opting out, tapping out, and posting content instead. When her teammates saw that, you better believe they felt betrayed. You can't fight in the trenches with someone who abandons the battle for clout. Here's the brutal truth. Coaches and GMs see all this. They're not just looking at stats. Caitlin Clark gets fouled harder than anyone and never complains. Angel skips a game and then taunts fans with a dance video. One is building the league. The other makes it look unserious. The WNBA can't afford this. They're fighting for legitimacy in a crowded sports world where every move counts and every storyline is magnified. When one of your stars is clowning around while her team struggles, it undermines the hard work of everyone else grinding to make the league respected.
Angel Reese is the worst player in the WNBA. Hey, coming from an LSU fan, she won a natty for us. But now she's just all bark, no bite. So what happened? Here's my breakdown why I think she's struggling. 1, maybe I think the game's just too fast and physical from the college game. 2, maybe she's spending too much time on the internet instead of on the court. 3, obviously she has Caitlin Clark on her mind. At the end of the day, I think the media is just putting too much pressure on her that she can't perform at her best. Angel Reese, just make us Tiger fans proud.
Caitlin Clark is out there carrying the banner, showing the world that women's basketball can be tough, competitive, and exciting. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is proving critics right by acting like it's all a game. It's a disaster for brand. The sad part? Angel doesn't even seem to realize it. She's smiling, laughing, living it up on private jets, convinced she's untouchable. But here's the cold reality. You can't TikTok your way to a championship. You can't dance your way into respect. At some point, you have to produce. Teammates will eventually stop caring. When that happens, Angel Reese will be left with followers but no legacy, a brand but no banners, clout but no credibility meanwhile. Caitlin Clark will keep building, brick by brick, highlight by highlight, until her name is etched into the sport forever. That's the real contrast. One player is building history. The other is building hashtags. When the dust settles, the truth will be clear. Angel Reese isn't just no Caitlin Clark. She's not even close. And unless something changes fast, she never will be